the image, confirm. Right, we've changed the image, and then use the handle here to adjust the size. The logo, you would do that in exactly the same way, but a much quicker way to do it is just to Control C to copy, Control V on your keyboard to paste, and then change the image and click on your logo or upload your logo. Resize that so it's the right size, pop that into place. And then, oops, it thinks that I wanted to change it, which I didn't. So now I just add some text. Change the font. I'm going to use Montserrat Black. And we'll just change the words now to, for some reason the capital F isn't working properly on my keyboard, so I need to just play around. Okay, that's working. Free ebook. And then also it's here where we would change the colour as well. So just click here to change the colour. More colour options. If you know your brand colour code, you could just put it in here so that you have a specific colour that ties in with your brand. So there's my free ebook. The rest of the text I want to put on top of a box, and the reason why I'm using a box is just to make it stand out on the page. So I'm clicking box, just choose any old box, drag it so it's the right size. And to change the appearance, right click on the element. It's always right click to edit it. Appearance and colour, I'm going to make it white. If I'd wanted to have an image, I could change that to an image. I don't want a border, so I'll make that 0. But I could, obviously have a border if I wanted. I could make the border round, and I can add drop shadow. So I'm going to enable shadow, and I'm going to reduce it down slightly. You see, it looks like it's popping out quite a lot from the page, so I'm just going to reduce it down. I like shadow behind elements, but I don't like too much. So I'm going to change that, and I'm going to darken slightly the color. So just click on this color icon here. It will open the color picker, and you can choose whatever color you want, and that's whenever you need to change colors, that's how you do it on elements. So I've added this this box now. Now let's just have a look here. Now when I move this element, and indeed when I move this element, then it gives it highlights that it's blue. You can see it turns the background blue. This means that because it's blue, we know that it's on the main body of the page, not on the header. So if it's blue, we know that that's only appearing on this particular page. So if we were creating a big website, we wouldn't need to worry about this appearing on every single page in the website. And that if we were using banners, which we're not, but if I'd used a banner here, that blue also means that those elements have fixed to that banner. So if you then moved the banner, all those elements would move with it. But we won't worry about that. We'll look at that tomorrow. So here is the box where I want to add the text. So I'll just click here, add text, and I'm going to add some paragraph text. And you'll see that when we click, when we move the handles here, the text flows. I'm not going to worry too much about what I'm typing here. In fact, I'm just going to copy and paste this for a bit. So you can put in what it is you want people to do. So here I'm saying that I'm offering them 100 motivational quotes. So I'm going to add a little bit of animation to this box, because this is what I want to draw their attention to. So if I click on animation here, you'll see that there's a lot of different animation effects, and play with them and see what the different ones are and how they work. You'll see this preview here will show you what they do. So you can have things that come in from the left, from the right, things that swing, things that pulse. and you can have things that fade in and fade out, that rotate, and that there's more animation than you could really ever need. I'm going to go with, because I like quite subtle things, I'm going to go with the pulse. It just boom, just has a little sort of animated effect when the page first appears. So I'm going to have this when the page first appears, when the element first appears on the page. You can also do other things on this. You can have an animation time counter. So you could have something that appears in sort of like 3 or 4 minutes or something, or have something that disappears in 3 or 4 minutes. Say you wanted to have a 5-minute special offer. It's only available for 5 minutes, and you could set it up, and the effect will actually the element will disappear after 5 minutes. So that would really be a way that you could focus people on the offer that you're doing. But I'm not doing that now. I just want this to appear when to pulse when it appears on the page, so to confirm. And if we look at preview, you'll see that effect. Okay, and come back to edit. So all that remains now is to put the opt-in form. So my offer here is, if people sign up and they give me their email address, I will give them this free ebook. So there's 2 ways that you can do that, and because this is really just like the quick let's get to know it session, we're going to use the easy way to do this. I'm going to do another session tomorrow which is going to explain how we can link in the opt-in box that we have here with our email list, but we'll do that tomorrow. Today I'm just going to do another quick way of doing it, but which actually I think is a really nice way to collect email addresses. And we're going to use the contact form. So if we click on contact form, you'll see there's a few different options, and I'm going to just choose this really basic. It's just got 2 boxes here. I'm going to choose this option. So this is a contact form, but you can use this in many different ways. It is a contact form and form, so you can add you can collect other information as well. So you could collect phone numbers if you wanted, or people's birthdays, or whatever. But we're just going to use this as a way to get somebody's email address and to give them the download. So to edit this, as always, right click, and first of all we'll change the elements. Now, I only want someone's email address. I don't want their first name. And one of the reasons why I often do this on a opt-in form is I want to make it as quick and easy for someone to give me their email address as possible. I don't want them to be having to type out their name, telephone number, and blah, 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 blah. I just want their email address. If they're on a mobile device that wants to be quick and easy. So that's what I do. And then if I want to get more information later, I can always send them a questionnaire or something and collect more information from them. But so for now, I don't want the first name, so I'm going to, cancel. I'm going to delete that. Sure you want to delete that element? Yes, I am. And confirm. So now I'm only getting their email address. Now right click and configure, and if I click on edit here, I'm not linking this to my email list because this is quick and easy. This is something that we're just doing now. I'm going to get them to send their request to my Gmail account. So let's click on here, and I'm going to put in my Gmail account. So now when someone signs up, a message is going to come to my Gmail account, which is going to tell me that they have signed up and they have requested this this download. So now, later, I can then export that from Gmail into my MailChimp account or whatever I'm using for my email. I could use Zapier or if this then that or something to add it to a list. But all I'm doing at the moment is I'm collecting their email address in my Gmail account. So so I put my Gmail account here because this is where I want them to go to. You might set up a separate account so that it's all kept in a separate place. Here I'm going to call it download. Oh, there we go. So I will then get a message that says download, and it will tell me that somebody has downloaded this from this page. Now the action I want them to take, I want them to get an action. I want them to get the document when they've signed up. I want the document to go straight to them. So I'm going to click on Document and File Search, and I've already uploaded a PDF. So if you've got a PDF or a zip file, just put it here and then confirm, and then we'll just say OK. So now that they give me their email address and the document gets automatically downloaded for them. Let's just take another look at the actions that we've got here, because I've selected document because I want to make this quick and easy for this demonstration. We could also have it so they go to a different web address. So they sign up here. And then they get sent to a special page where you've got something for them. A pop-up could appear, like maybe with a voucher. So they put in their email address, and up immediately comes a voucher code. We could have a separate page. So very often when I have an opt-in form like this, or when I have like an opt-in page, I won't give them the download on that page. I will then send them to a thank you page, and on the thank you page I will give them maybe some more information. I maybe make another offer for them. That's where they have their download. So that is that would be another option. But like I said, that today, quick and easy. So we're just going with this download, and I'm going to confirm. And I'm going to set a success message, and I'm just going to say, thank you. Okay, and confirm. Okay, so I now have a page which it doesn't look as exciting as it could do, but you know we can play around with the font and you know, so add different elements. There's two more things that need to be done. The bottom of the page needs to be tidied up. We've got a big space at the bottom here, so I'm just going to move this little button and drag it up a bit like that. Oops, dragged it up too much. And the second thing that we need to do is to add legal pages. If we were going to advertise this on Facebook or Google AdSense, AdWords, we would need to have legal pages on here. We'd need to have a privacy policy. And maybe terms and conditions. So I'm going to show you how to do that because it is really quick and easy to do. So just click on this layout at the top, click on here so you see add page, click on add page, click on legal, and you'll see there are some legal pages already set up here for you. So I'm just going to set up privacy policy for now. So click on that. We're going to call it privacy policy, confirm. And we've got a privacy policy added to the page. Oh, actually, while we're about it, let's add terms and conditions. Disclaimer, frequently asked questions, refund policy, privacy, this one here, the last one that I look at, and confirm. Okay, and I'm going to close this. You see that I've set up 3 new pages. So if I want to go back to my home page, I just click on home at the top here. And I'm back on our home page. I want to add a menu at the bottom which gives people links to my my policies. So I click on the plus button. I've got menu, and let's just drag the menu down to the bottom of the page. Here we are, and you see how this has gone yellow. This is because it will now appear on all of the pages on the site, and it's telling me that. So okay, I've got it. Right click and configure, and click on the little cog icon, and then I just drag into place the things that I want on this menu. Boom, and it's done. So that is going to appear now on every page. That's my. If I want to change again, there you'll see right click, select appearance, and I can change the font and the color and you know, whatever else I want. The last thing that we've got to do is to actually, remember I said this isn't responsive, so we need to create a different version for mobile. So I go here to the settings icons. Go to platform settings. I'm going to switch off tablets. I don't want a tablet mode. Save. So what that means is it means the desktop version is going to show on tablets. Now, if I wanted something different on a tablet, or I wanted on the desktop, I would then have a tablet version, but I don't. How it appears on desktop is how it can appear on tablet. I'm 100% happy about that. But if I wanted the desktop version to appear on mobile, it's going to look very tiny and very squished. Oh, what I do want to do is change the colour of this button, sorry. So button, I'm going to change the text to download. And I could add an icon if I wanted to. And right click, appearance, style of button. And here's where I choose the colour and the text colour, and I can have a different colour when it hovers. When they hover over it, they get a different colour. It just highlights the fact that they've hovered. I'm not using that for now. So that's the button. Now, I just want to quickly say about this. I've chosen green for a very specific reason, and that's because I want this to stand out. I haven't used green anywhere else on this page. Green is only used here. So this will really draw people's eye to this button. It's sort of tempting, because I've used pink here and pinks and blues everywhere else. It's sort of tempting to make it all like harmonious and to look lovely and to follow the same colour palette, which is great in many cases. But when you have got a call to action, you actually want it to stand out. So it sort of doesn't matter if you break the rules a little bit and have a colour that is really completely different, because that's what you want. You want your call to action to stand out. So let's go back to talking about the mobile version. So up here we can see this is the desktop version. So this is how it will look on desktop, and this is how it's going to look on mobile. So we've got the elements here. So we can recreate it quickly for how we want it to look on mobile. So on mobile, let's go back to the desktop version again. I've got my book on the left, and I've got my text on the right, and I've got my header on the right. On mobile, I probably want it to have the free ebook. I want that perhaps to be the first message that they see. So let's stretch that across the page. Right click, customization, and let's move this out the way. And then I can actually adjust the size of the font for mobile. So there's my free ebook. Right click if I want to change anything on that, which I don't. Here is the box. Let me see if I can click on the box. Yes, I can. And this is going to drag everything into place. I need to just change the size of the box so it looks okay for mobile. It does, the text is a good size, so that's fine. And if I scroll down here, you'll see that I've got what we call a hamburger menu. So let's just pop that into place. So instead of having a big menu, which maybe might be difficult to see on mobile, we've got this menu. Someone will then tap on that and it will open up the different pages that they can go to. That's my, let's just change that size. So I'll just make this just a tiny bit smaller. And that's my page. I've been very bad. I haven't been saving this as I've been going, so if I'd had a power cut, it would have served me right, because I'd have had to have started again. So I've got a page for desktop. I've tweaked it for mobile. There may be other things that I have on my desktop version that I don't want on mobile. Maybe I've got lots of videos which are just there to look pretty and they don't really serve any purpose. I could actually not put those onto the mobile version because they're going to take forever to load. So that's it. Really quick and easy. That this type of landing page can be made in just minutes. It's not very exciting. There's a lot more that we can do with it, but this is just really to get you getting a look and feel for how it feels to drag the things into place, the sort of effects that we can achieve. This time tomorrow that we're going to dig in a little bit deeper, and we're going to look at how we can use banners to create sections of a page. We're going to look at how we can integrate with email service like services such as like MailChimp or MailPoet or something else. And if you've got any questions, leave them below. If you need any help, give me a shout. And when you've finished a page, just save as I've done now. Save. It will take a few minutes for it to show. If we go back to drag and drop Pixel Perfect, My Sites. This is the page that I've done. Oops. This is the page that I've just done here. Click my options and publish. Do I want to publish? Yes, I do. This will now be live. Let me click on this. It's going to take. It might not show as live now because I've only just published it. It's showing an older version, but. Bear with me one moment. Yes, okay. So now it's showing the live version. If you you can't see my, let me pull this down the page a bit. Let me do this. Oops. One moment. Okay. So you'll see this is the address of this page. I want it to have an SSL certificate. I want it to be a safe page. So that's HTTPS www. Okay. If you want to share this page with anyone, just type in HTTPS ://, and that will give you the secure version. You can now post that onto your Facebook page or share it with other people. That is the unique URL for this page that you've just done. So thank you very much for watching and bearing with me. I hope that it's been interesting. If you've got some ideas for other pages to do, like I said, tomorrow we're going to look in digging in a bit deeper, and then we were going to start doing some other things next week and look at some more creative ways of really making these pages work for you. So if you've got any suggestions or requests, just either send me a message or leave a message below. Thank you so much for watching.